Oh, trying to stay above water.
So you go someplace where they have water.
I keep getaways up with two like vacations. Never have.
Yeah.
And so, but I just feel like every vacation is not getting
Don't tell her that. She'll just be.
I love little pieces of that. I love it. Yeah. I've had this there. I never have enough time.
Yes.
That's my problem. They say it takes 2 days to really start getting out of the mindset, at least, and then you
Well, good morning. It is now 10:30 on November 6, 2025, a special called session of the Brazos County Commissioners Court. Today, we will be taking action on increasing the funding of the community support contract with the Brazos Valley Food Bank. At this time, I'd like to call Teresa Magnapora, the Executive Director of the Brazos Valley Food Bank, up for a quick presentation. Teresa, thank you for being here today. Absolutely.
It's probably more information than you need, but I think more is usually better. Number one, thank you so very much for allowing us this opportunity to kind of talk about what we're seeing and the need. I know it's a special session. I know you guys are busy all the time, and I've never done this before to ask for extra money. So number one, thank you for the county money that we get every year, but thanks for consideration of this. So I don't think I need to tell you all what's happening in another part of the government, the federal part of the government, with the delay in the SNAP benefits. I'm going to be on a call tomorrow where I'm going to hear a little bit more about when those are going to be released and what amount, but it is going to be less amounts and it's delayed. So what that means is in the interim, people are visiting the food pantries more often. You'll see on this back page, very back few pages in here, I've listed all of the entities in Brazos County that we partner with to get food out. To clarify, some of them are straight food pantries, some of them are part of our program. So if you see a school listed on there, it's going to either be a backpack program, which that's what you guys help us fund, or it's going to be one of the school-based food pantries. So that means they have a food pantry right on the campus of the school for their students. The rest of them are going to be entities that help us get food out. In general, I was asked some really great questions, I think, to set up what you guys would need to know. On any given year, it's about 53,000 individuals in Brazos County alone that we're helping serve with food. And I'm not counting them every time they're helped. That's a unique time. It's a unique person. Those people could be visiting once a month. So that number would be a lot larger. So when I say unique, that's what I mean. I'm counting the one person, not the number of times they went to get food. If you do that on a monthly basis, that's 5,000 people on a month in Brazos County that are needing food assistance. I gave you a breakdown by whether it's a partner agency, through our home delivery program, and whether it's through one of our programs. Home delivery is something that we started during the pandemic and kept up. And someone else, I was also asked to give kind of a cost per person. I want to give you some clarification on this because you see $1.40 per person if it's food through a partner agency. That's low because that food is donated. That's donated food from the public or that's donated food from the federal government. The cost of the food is not in that amount. I can give you that number if that's something that you want to know. And then the last thing that was on here is kind of what we're seeing in increase in the amount of food that we're giving out. I wish I could say we're giving out more food, but we have less food. So during the change in administration, there was cuts to some of our government food and some of our government funding to buy food, which you may or may not be aware of, but we used to be a 15% government-funded nonprofit. Now we're 4%. So we did lose about a million pounds of food annually through what's called the TFAP program, which is a federal program. And then we've lost what was called the LFPA grant, which allowed us to buy food from local producers and farmers. And that was another $400,000 a year. So I can't tell you that we're doing a whole lot more right now. What we're doing is get rid of what we have very quickly every month. The food pantries are giving out less to each person that visits. More people are coming, but they're getting less because we have less food. And I know this is a lot of information. My apologies. The other is we partner with 73 different entities within just Brazos County alone to get
What was that number?
73?
73.
Yeah. And I didn't give you the top number of about 385,000 pounds of food goes out every month, in Brazos County, 385,000. So for a week, that's 185,000 pounds of food. I'll be honest with you, if we're buying that food and it's not donated, that is, if If someone can help me divide 185,000 by 40,000.
The numbers
James.
ladies are in the back. They're
4
working
point-
quickly.
What was that? 4.6? That is 4.6 trucks, semi-trucks, when you think of like when you see H-E-B, Walmart, a week.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of need here in Brazos County.
Yeah,
And-
my
and the Brazos
long-winded
Valley
thing
as
of a
well.
lot of need, yeah. And there's always a fair amount of need. We talked about this at the community meeting, that our food insecurity rates in general are higher than the average in Texas. Some of that has to do, I think, with the rural nature of outside of Brazos County. But the need on top of this now is something I can't really predict what that's going to look like. It really depends on how long the government shut down, and none of us have that crystal ball in this room. So, and we don't know how many people receive SNAP also already visit the food pantries. So that's a number I do not have for you. I think what's happening now will help us understand if those are different people or the same people.
Teresa, thank you so much. Before I let the commissioners ask questions, I want to make 2 clarifications. The family food drive will be what day?
Wednesday, December 3rd.
December 3rd.
Still at the Brazos Center as always, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And after our Monday meeting, I understand call volume's up. What is the website that folks need to go to circumvent the phone system? To know where to go to get what
Yeah,
they need?
so the best place to call if someone's calling is actually 211. And that's actually hosted through the United Way. So they're the ones that administer that program. 211 is the non-emergency help number for folks. And they've got all the resources. But we also have a website on our a web page on our website called Government Shutdown that has a lot of information about where people can get assistance. We have stood up 8 pantries across the Brazos Valley, so they're not all just Brazos County, that are going to let people come every week. That's another nuanced thing about this discussion, is most food pantries only allow people to visit once a month, really because of scarcity of resources, not because they don't want to help more. And these pantries are saying, Teresa, if you can get me food, I will let people come once a week. So that's why I'm here.
And what was that website?
www.bvfb.org, and then at the top header there's Get Help, and there's also something Government Shutdown. So Government Shutdown is a little more focused on if you want to get involved to help. Get Help is obviously where we're going to tell constituents to go if they need to know where the pantries are that are open more often.
So what I heard, Jerry, is you need volunteers as well.
Always need more volunteers, yes.
Excellent. Commissioners, any questions for Ms. Magnapora? Commissioner Nettles.
Thank you for all you do for our community. No questions.
Commissioner Commodore.
I can't help but talk.
Go for it, Chuck.
Sometimes on the microphone, it's hard to tell the difference between B's and V's and all that. So
Okay.
that website was Brazos Valley Food Bank, BVFB, BrazosValleyFoodBank.org.
Correct.
For anyone who wants to go there. Additionally, each time that we've gone and stuffed backpacks, I just want to tell the community, if you haven't done that, and volunteer at the food bank, it's an incredible operation, but the backpack program to me is really, to me, a standout accomplishment. We have, when I was on city council in Bryan a million years ago, I think BISD told us at the time, those kids that were on some sort of food assistance, it was over 2/3. And I want to say it was like 72%, but I know it was over 2/3.
In Bryan, yes, it is, yes.
So these are the people that we work with, we go to church with, we see. I appreciate the dignity and discretion that the food bank works with BISD so well on that incredible program. And this is not just something that is sending them home with a little something to eat. I mean, there are kids that get breakfast, lunch, and dinner help, and not necessarily just when the school year is occurring. Otherwise, they may be challenged to have enough calories to have a nutritious at this time of their life where they need the calories to have nutritious meals. So just, again, hats off to that, and I want to tell the community that. I was asked by someone, how can you guys do this, helping out an agency? These are incredible times. I feel very strongly about this, and I'm a conservative, but what I really like is there's conservatives, liberals, and anything in between that support this program because they recognize the dignity and the validity of the program and how it is rolled out. One of the program, I'm saying your agency. So we're going to keep doing that. The scouting for food each year, that's something I've been doing for a long time. It's always so amazing to me that we pick up tons of food.
Yeah.
And you think that's something, but how many tons of food go out a day or a month? Did you just say it was 48?
Well, in a week, it's 185,000 just in Brazos County, but
Yeah.
come on,
Wow.
every time there's a group doing what the Boy Scouts do, that just adds together. I mean, we have to, in times where we're feeling like we're overwhelmed and we can't do anything, we have to remember we can do something. Each one of us can, and it all adds up together.
I think I'm
But-
going to throw down the gauntlet and start challenging other organizations to try to beat what we and the Boy Scouts bring in every year just to see. Maybe have a prize that we get Bentley to donate. But then,
The gauntlet has been laid.
but
Thank you,
hats
Commissioner
off to your
Nettles.
program. And yeah, thank you, Commissioner.
And thank you
Nettles.
for volunteering.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
absolutely. I won't quit till I can't walk. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Commissioner Commissioner Brown.
Thank you, Wanda. Teresa, I've known you since Moby Dick was a minnow. I served on your board for many years, and I've seen the remarkable work that you've done over all these years, and I want to applaud you for it. I think as a county, there's not a more important thing than we can do right now during this national emergency than support you for the full $25,000. There shouldn't be there shouldn't be a SNAP kid in Brazos County that doesn't have food to eat. In addition to that, what we haven't talked about is the 3,300 federal workers
Right.
that have not gotten a paycheck. And this has got to be a tremendous strain on them. So
Yes.
I'd like to move that we support the full $25,000.
Second.
Oh, excellent. So we are going down the order of the agenda. It was consider take action, convene an executive session. We will not convene an executive session today. We now have a motion and a second on a motion to provide an additional $25,000 to the Brazos Valley Food Bank from the Brazos County Commissioners Court. Commissioners, any discussion?
So
Commissioner Nettles.
the last time we had the furlough, I was one of those federal employees, and it is incredibly stressful to wonder when you're going to get paid. You know, especially this time of year, am I buying Christmas gifts? Am I holding off? So I fully support us giving you some additional funds. I would also point out, though, that there are opportunities for the community here. There's an organization called Blessing Boxes. And you can go on Facebooks and find those. One of us in front of Kesco on Texas Avenue. The other is in front of the Bethel Lutheran Church. If you want to donate, you can drop off non-perishable items there, or you can pick them up. So those are great ways communities can help each other, but you guys are doing the heavy lifting, and we want to make sure we continue to support you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Conlon, any further?
I think I'm good.
Commissioner Brown?
Right, is there something that I
Well,
can get you committed to donating?
I will donate also. I will say too, I know Commissioner Watson had something planned before we put this on the agenda today, but I know she was very excited to support this as well. She can't be here to vote, but I bet it's just killing her that she can't, so.
Absolutely. We know she would be in full support as well.
Sure.
And before we take a vote, I just want to say that when community leaders reached out to us last week and we started looking, and we had the meeting on Monday and we got to this point, the first thing that showed up on my feed was from St. Martin de Porter's, which I would like to read in this court. Compassion, my dear brother, is preferable to cleanliness. Reflect that with a little soap I can easily clean my bed covers, but even with a torrent of tears I would never wash from my soul the stain that my harshness toward the unfortunate would create. And that stuck with me, and that makes me so proud to be here and be in this position and work with these incredible individuals up here on this court. So we have a motion and a second to add an additional $25,000 to the Brazos Valley Food Bank. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it.
Thank you very much. Fred, thank you for your service with us. Oh, sorry.
No, Teresa, thank you. I think we have an additional comments coming up.
About this?
Well, Ms. Payne, our budget officer, would like to speak, so we will call Ms. Payne to the podium.
Good morning. Our goal is to have this payment in their hands before Thanksgiving. So that's our goal.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
We concur. Ms. Magnapora.
And I want to know what restrictions are on these funds. We don't have to talk about if there are any, I just want to know what that
There are
are
none.
clearly.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay,
Fred doesn't get any of the food. That's,
okay. Sorry, Fred.
Calm down, Chuckles.
God, you guys have fun at work. One last thing I would like to say is you
Please.
guys are setting an example for judges in the counties across Texas. Right now, only aware of the Dallas County commissioners doing the same thing. So you're setting a precedent, and I'll be bragging about you all over the place. So thank you very much.
Good.
Thank
all the
you.
glory to God.
Thank you,
We
Teresa.
are honored to have such a great organization and live in an incredible community that continues to give and meet the needs of our fellow neighbors. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10:46 and the Brazos County Commissioners Court Special Session on increased funding for the Community Food Bank is now adjourned.